Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading is for the upcoming week of December 24th, 2018 for air signs, so that's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this reading is going to be interesting because we are in the middle of a full moon, Cancer full moon, so that's all emotion for you. And we are winding down the year, and we're dealing with the winter solstice energies too, and that's just all endings and completions. So what are the themes for the air signs for the week of December 24th, 2018, please? Let's go. Oh, 4 circles jade, 2 circles pine, 7 wine heaven. 7 wine heaven. Okay. So 4 circles jade. This represents hard work, but in addition to hard work, it represents persistence, perseverance. Now, the jade card is beautiful. In China, jade is prized more than gold because of the process that it takes in order to get it to where it is. So when you pull jade out of the ground, it's very ugly, it's very crude, harsh looking material. But after toiling and toiling and toiling and toiling, and did I say toiling? It becomes one of the most beautiful things that you'll ever lay eyes on, and it does not rust or fade or decay. But that's not an easily won battle, right? It takes effort. So that's why jade represents not only hard work but persistence. So we'll see how this relates to the other cards. We got another circle suit, so that looks like money or business or work related situations. This is good, air signs. So 2 circles pine. Pine can represent a young man, obviously, strength. He's in a state of contemplation. It can also represent, again, we have this sense of resilience because the pine tree is very strong, it's upright. So if this is in reference to a young man in your life, he's a good guy. It does not have to be romantic. We'll see if other cards come out to say that it is. He's also representing writing. So if you pen in his hand, and it's made from pine tree. So this is although the pine represents strength, it's a controlled strength. It is a very calculated strength, right? He plots out and meticulously plans his moves before he makes them. So let's see. 7 wine, 7 stars. Now, little known fact, wine just means 10,000 in Chinese, right? Not wind like in the tarot. I realize there could be some confusion. But anyway, 7 wine, 7 stars. This is your hope, it's your dreams, the things that you want to achieve in this life as it pertains to anything, romance, personal situations, domestic situations, money. This is just your ambition. Now, this could also mean literature too. The fact that we have the pine next to the 7 stars means that there is going to be an emphasis on writing for a lot of air signs this week. So it doesn't have to mean literally literature. It can mean on journaling. It can mean on making vision boards, planning out things. This makes sense because guess what? This is a full moon. We have completions. This is also the end of the year. So what do you have? People writing New Year's resolutions. So a lot of air signs are definitely working on that, doing a lot of reflecting, contemplating, reflecting on their dreams, what they have been trying to accomplish in 2018, what they hope to accomplish in 2019, and how they want to do it. Because we have this jade telling you to just keep persevering, right? The year ain't over yet. It feels like it's over, but we still got a little more time. Also, the angel number is 427, so please look up 427 and see if that message resonates with you as well. Okay, so let's clarify the jade card, please. West, somebody else. Pearl, white. This is getting good. If I watch soap operas, I'll be like, ooh, this is getting juicy. Okay, the West card represents somebody else or your objectives. So it makes sense because we have the jade card, which represents perseverance, right? Pushing through, even though you're going through the most, still pushing through. So the West card can mean, especially next to the pine, push through the situation that you have with a younger man. It could be your son, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a coworker. Push through it. You will persevere, right? You gonna win. You set up for it. You can't not win. The thing is, you just have to know that this situation will not last forever, right? If it pertains to your objective, this makes sense too. Keep going, persevere, keep pushing, right? Any problems that you are facing pertaining to your hopes and dreams, again, it could be on a large scale, it could be simple, right? Maybe you just are trying to conceive, or you're trying to conceive a new idea, a new business plan, a new relationship. No matter what it is, keep pushing through. Now, I think this is interesting that it's next to the one circle's pearl, because she represents extravagance, beauty. Obviously, she has a mirror, she's looking at herself. But the pearl is deeper than she looks. She's not just all about looks and being vain. Only if it's need on the negative side, she can be vain, but she is also contemplating, right? She's looking in the mirror and reflecting on her own mortality, the things that she has accomplished in this life, the things that she hopes to accomplish. She also represents relationships based on money, right? She represents wealth. So if this is a situation where we have the West card and a young man, somebody could be involved in a relationship that is financially motivated. She doesn't say not to do that. But the fact that we have her right underneath the pine and next to the West looks like it's money involved in whatever situation this is. Whoever this pine is in your life, it could even be an earth sign, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. It's a partnership that's based on money and hard work, or even perseverance, right? So maybe you've invested a lot into this person, and now it's time for them to pay out, right? It makes me think of, what movie is that? Where the girl invests and invests and invests and invests into his dreams, and then later it's her turn, right? It just came out. It'll come to me. I think it's a Tyler Perry movie. Yep. White card. Okay, so we got perseverance with your objectives, or with this person, this male. Now, if you are a male listening to this could also be a younger brother. It could be any situation. It's not necessarily romantic. Next to the pearl, who says relationships based on money. And then the white card, which represents mysticism, right? So maybe you are pushing through some things that you don't see, some barriers that you're dealing with to a money situation. Maybe we have 6 cards out and 3 of them have to do our circles, so it's money or business, that you cannot see, right? This is the universe helping you. This is universal will. This is your own divinity, right? This is divine help at play as it pertains to your ability to persevere. Okay, let's clarify the pine card, please. East, dragon, entering. Yeah, this is looking like a romantic situation. Okay. East, that's you. That's you. Again, and this is clarifying the pine card. So maybe it's you, we said that already, who is doing the writing, but also contemplating on your goals as they pertain to a young man. So maybe that's your family. Maybe you want to do something, but you have to consider a relative or sibling or kids or colleagues, right? But this is you. This is you focusing on yourself. This is you asking you, what role do you play in this objective or this problem that you are dealing with? 5 circles, dragon, that's another circle. Money, money, money. Business, business, business. Commerce, 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 air signs. This is a windfall. This is unexpected money as it pertains to this young man, or as it pertains to your ability to be strong and to persevere and to keep hope in your dreams. Because that's all that's saying. This is money coming unexpectedly. This is also luck. The dragon is a very lucky animal in Chinese culture, right? So that's luck coming to you. This is good. One wand entering. So we got new beginnings. We got you walking through some new doors. Makes sense, dealing with full moon energy, completion. But also, this represents barriers being lifted. So this is beautiful, because guess what? We have barriers being lifted with somebody else, to our objectives, to our hopes and dreams, and a windfall of money coming, and a stroke of luck. Now, because we have the East and the West card, in addition to the pine, it looks like there's a romantic situation that it has to do with. So for some people, it could be barriers being lifted to a partnership, right? That maybe y'all was going through some stuff, some struggles, and now after your perseverance, after you're maintaining your strength and you're maintaining your hope, The barriers are now being lifted. The universe is telling you, okay, now the doors are opening as they should. Now let's clarify the 7 stars card to wrap this thing on up. But this is a nice clean reading. I do like that. So clarify 7 stars, please. House. Okay, them came out the same time. Peach. Yep, 100% romance. 100% romance. And money because of all of the circle suits that we have in this house card. So your hopes and dreams as they pertain to, again, where you live, where you work, where you volunteer, where you go to school, what you want to accomplish, what objectives that you have for the coming year. 3 circles Phoenix. That's joy, that's splendor. The Phoenix only comes out during the reign of a good emperor, right? According to Chinese folklore. So this is a good sign. Seeing the Phoenix is good. It also represents rising from the ashes of rebirth. We said that with the entering. So this is good. You have some positive developments coming in your house situation or work situation or school situation, any institution that you dwell in. And look at that. Look at the last card of spread. 6 circles Peach. I'll be dang. This is romance. It doesn't get more romantic. We have the East and the West card, as well as the Pine. And both girls. We have the Peach and the Pearl. She talking about money, but she's just talking about love, creativity, feminine energy, joy, happiness. That's all she's talking about. Wealth, extravagance. And so for that to be your last card, and for this perseverance card, this hard work to be your first, this is a beautiful reading, air signs. Like, this is a beautiful reading. We have some obstacles being lifted. We have definitely romance, undeniably romance. We have changes coming, new beginnings in where you work, where you live, right? Joy on the horizon, some self-reflecting, some writing. So write your resolutions. The moment you hear this, write your resolutions, because this is what this is telling you. Ponder on what you want to accomplish in the coming year, right? Reflect on what you've already accomplished. Realize that you're going to have to keep persevering, but the divinity is with you. You have a stroke of luck coming this week, right? We have new beginnings. This is beautiful. And all these circle suits. So money, business, commerce, everything is really starting to take shape now, take form for our signs. So this is beautiful. All right, let's see. We have the Jade, the Pine, and the 7 stars. That is good. So let's do the individual readings to see how the general message pertains to individual signs. That was cool. That was a nice little reading. Very clean, very positive, optimistic. I love that. We love that. 2018 has definitely been a year, right? All right, Libras. Message for Libras. 6 bamboo water. Okay, so we talked about the fact that that general reading was about obstacles being lifted in business, changes coming, new beginnings on the home front, where you work, where you go to school. Water represents healing, so that makes sense. It's all in line with what we've been saying this the last 3 weeks. Healing, also traveling. So for some people, you could be traveling for work, you could be traveling for love, you could be traveling for your hopes and your dreams, right? Because that was the 3rd card pulled in the spread. This could also represent healing, right? Healing those relationships, healing work relationships, healing home relationships, healing relationships at your school, right? Things that you're dealing with. Just heavily communication, right? This is really a focus on communication. So as you are dealing with that possibly earth sign or that young man, and you are persevering and you are writing your goals out, your New Year's resolutions, make sure that you're clear in your communication. Make sure that you're letting the universe know what it is that you want. Make sure you're letting yourself know. You're taking time to realize, what is it exactly do I want? And that's not an easy question, right? It sounds simple, but it's not. Stay in tune. Stay in tune with what it is that you want. That you want, Libra, right? Not what other people want for you. And you'll be all right. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. It's a message for Aquarius. 7 bamboo tortoise. Tortoise, slow and steady wins the race, wisdom, success in examinations. So I said school, you have some changes. A lot of people are doing finals right now, so that makes sense. This says success in exams, so don't worry about it. You will pass your finals. This also represents wisdom. The tortoise acquires wisdom by moving slowly, right? he reflects, he ponders, kind of like the pine, the two circles pine card that we had. The tortoise also represents relief from stressful situations, right? So you are moving toward a good end. Just be patient and realize, Libra, that you need to Libra, Aquarius, that you need to be paying attention to the things around you. Look at the little things, follow the signs that are set forth, and that way you'll be able to really incorporate the messages that you're receiving from the divine into your life so that you can be making the right steps going into the new year. Bam. Bam, 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 Aquarius. Bam. These are good cards. I'm happy for air signs. All right, Gemini. What's the message for Gemini? Phoenix. Three circles, Phoenix. Joy, splendor, happiness, rising from the ashes. Right? So reflect on the things that you've dealt with this year, this full moon, that have caused you to kind of step outside of yourself. Right? Reflect on how you want to handle situations like those coming into the new year, in addition to the coming week. Realize that joy is on the horizon. Realize that your perseverance and your strength and your dreaming, right? Air signs are dreamers anyway. It's culminating this week. Things are really coming together, especially after such a rough year for everybody. So this is joy. This is happiness. Be happy. Take time out to follow the sun, to listen to yourself, to really be in tune with the things, again, that make you happy, similar to Aquarius. All right, air signs. That's all it is. Thank you for listening. I'm going to get into the other readings. Peace out.